Здравствуйте, уважаемые любители бокса, с вами я, Дмитрий Гелиосов. Вы смотрите эксклюзивное интервью для All Boxing.ru. С нами в эфире яркий, зрелищный и действительно талантливый боксер, выступающий в среднем весе. Его зовут Питер Kid Chocolate Quillin.
Peter Kid Chocolate Quillin.
Let's get to the very beginning of your career. Could you tell us how it all started? When did you start boxing and how did it all happen?
Alright, I started boxing at 15 years old and on until I was 18 years old. I signed a promotional agreement with an undisclosed promoter. Moved to New York here and I had a little rough time here in New York and it took a little longer than I thought to get my career jump started, but things happened the way it happened. Now, like one of the biggest things going on in New York here, once you speak of boxing here in New York, you speak of Kid Chocolate, and that's all I've been trying to do, since I found boxing at the age of 15. But I'm 26 now, and I'm looking for fighting the world title. So I guess the steps have been taken. Now I feel like I'm to the top of where I need to be at.
Well, when you moved to professional and started your first fights, what would you tell about your style? We've seen many of your fights. We can see all different styles. We can see you as a brawler. We can see you as an insider. How would you characterize yourself?
Well, I usually tell people my style in boxing is kind of like formless. Like I'm such an athletic person that I can brawl, I can box, I can punch. So I was considered like a boxer puncher, I guess you could say, more so like a Trinidad or like a Tommy Hearns or those kind of fighters that that got a real big punch and also got a little boxing skills. That's how you can describe my style. I'm kind of formless when I'm in there. All comes together once that night, the fight that happened.
Going back to your career, can you tell any specific fights that you would consider the best, and any specific fights that you consider the most challenging?
My fight with De La Rosa Miranda, when I fought on ESPN here in New York at the Hard Rock, he kind of hurt me a little bit, so I had to learn how to be hurt and fight under being hurt and things I should do. But I fought also Antoine Eccles, which had like a story with a lot of fights, and he's been around for a long time, and I beat him. I fought like a guy named Sam Hill, which is a very defensive fighter, and I stopped him. So like having those kind of fighters on my record is kind of good for me.
And speaking of Miranda, since we are on him, he's heading a fight on January 8th for IBF Eliminator.
Yeah, well, Roman Carter was
yes. Can you point out Miranda's weekends from your fighting experience?
He can punch really hard. He's very aggressive, but really don't have any kind of boxing skills. Miranda has no really kind of boxing skills, but he can punch. That's one thing he can do, and he has the will to win and come in there and beat you.
And speaking of Karmazin, have you seen his fights?
I saw ringside when he fought on the undercard of Roy Jones and Trinidad. He fought on the undercard. I think he fought Alex Bahima. He got stopped at 154 pounds. Now he moved up 160 pounds. And he had some good fights against Bronco McCarr. He fought Antoine Echols. So he got some big names on his record as well as 160 pounds.
And speaking of your division, the middleweight division, are there any boxers that you would really want to box in the near future?
Any champion that's willing to give me a shot at their title. Felix Murray, Kelly Pavlik, it's another guy, Sebastian Sylvester. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of fighters right there would be a good fight for me. Paul Williams. Look at what Paul Williams. I'm definitely a full-fledged middleweight, so when you see a Paul Williams coming up to 160 pounders and giving the performance that he gave, it's not really good.
We'll definitely love to see him.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, we're waiting for it. And speaking of Kelly Pavlik, he's having a fight next Saturday against Miguel Espino. Could you give your prediction and your thoughts on that?
Why he fight? Why he fought Paul Williams?
Well, why you pick? We can get any.
Why he didn't fight Paul Williams? He was supposed to be scheduled to fight Paul Williams, this past weekend, but he's fighting 2 weeks later after that. Come on, you can't tell me that Paul Williams wasn't willing to wait to fight. So come on, Kelly, man. Like fight some real fighters, bro. Fight some real fighters. Fight somebody that's gonna give you a challenge. Like the old champions used to do.
Yeah, I hope he'll fight you.
Yeah, I'll fight you. If you look at somebody to fight, and you don't know too much about him, I'm that guy.
And now the question that many people would like to ask: you haven't been in the ring for a while since last August. What took you so long, and what was that?
It's only due to injuries. I had some freak accidents that happened to me. So the reason why I've been out so long is because of injuries that I had. I fractured orbital due to sparring and training. And then I was getting ready for my last fight that was supposed to be December 3rd of this year, and I had my appendix taken out. It was close to rupture. I had to get it taken out. So that's the only reason. It was only due to injuries, nothing else.
And say the next question that we definitely everybody wants to ask is when would we expect to come back in the near future?
February 6th, I'm signed to fight in Atlantic City, New Jersey. So that's my comeback fight. And 2010 is going to be a busy year. On top of that, a prosperous year for me. And I'm hoping for big things to happen in 2010. All my Russia fans my fans out there that's following me, that want to know about me, I want to thank you for even want to know about me, because it's a pleasure to have you on my side. Respect my comeback February 6th. Keep watching how I'm doing. You can follow me on Twitter. I got MySpace. I got a website coming out. I got a YouTube channel. So I got a bunch of things for my fans to get in touch with me on. So God bless you guys.
All right, thank you, Pitty.